Alrighty. We had a extended day on the trial to get Mr. Powers the innocent verdict he deserved. We have one more day for this trial. Let's make it count. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Maya! So, what happened? Well, I think I got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof. Well, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow's the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's a new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed up the whole process. So under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much, which kind of sucks. I would rather see an innocent person. I'd rather see innocent verdicts of innocent people rather than guilty verdicts of innocent. Tomato. I don't know how the Japanese law system works. Alright, talk. Steel Samurai. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal a Steel Samurai costume? What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah! But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble stealing it? That's what we have to find out. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Huh. Which means that the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where that trailer is. What? Yeah, Maya was Maya always excitable? Well, she couldn't tell what was happening when her sister took her body. Oh, okay. So that... okay, so that's a good point. So she can't see anything when her sister takes control. Makes complete sense. Okay, let's move. Detention center. I want to check on Will. Hey, Will. How you doing, Will? Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you now look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed them in there. And you could wipe that grin off your face. Seriously. Hey, what? Let's only one day left. Let's make it count. Yes, though there's not really anything I could do to help. I'm not really sure what I could do either. Wow, so it's all up to me. This is no laughing matter. So this is all up to Phoenix. I wish I had more support, guys. This is a murder trial. Whatever. Anyways, on with the case. I want more info. Producer Vasquez. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been on Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we have nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing, forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. What? Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila? Oh, he used to be a minor shade the video director, but something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows his name's Salmonella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call though. Wow. So basically a lapdog. Got it. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. Wow, Phoenix, with the roast. Never change. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth? Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Squeeze came to Global. 5 years ago? Well, that's a little suspicious. Hey, can I present you... Have you seen this, Mr. Powers? What's that? I've never seen these Steel Samurai in my life. These are all the Steel Samurais that appear in my shows. A fanboy collected them all these pictures by himself. Seeing things like this really makes me think. I mean so much to these kids, you know? I think he just needed that, honestly. Back to the studio. Hey, old bag. Is she a statue? The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick, I think our guard's down. Yeah. I bet we can even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Ah! Woo, she's alive. She's not a statue. Producer Vasquez? I'm not talking about Miss D. Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Why is everyone... This just makes her the most suspicious person here. Can I ask you about the Salmonella director? So, he's soft, a pushover. Does whatever Vasquez tells him to do. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Oh, that's something. Well, why would anyone let him be treated like dirt? That doesn't make sense, doesn't it? No, it doesn't, but some people are really like that. Mr. Hammer? About Mr. Hammer. Arg! I heard about what you said today. Cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you drag a star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, Whippersnapper. My poor Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Power's costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. Something tells me it's something else. Studio 1? October 19th, Studio 1 entrance. Think back in the day of the murder. The Samurai put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2. Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer. I don't know. We can't go into Studio 1, so Studio 2. Hello, D. Vasquez. I have a few suspicions of you. Hey, Nick. It's Miss Vasquez. Hello? H-E-double-L-O. Hey, G-L-L-O! Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Mr. Hammer. Excuse me, Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh, dear. Willpowers? I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did? Nick, she did it. She's a killer. My fey blood speaks to me. I know it. I know it. Oh dear. I'm wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manoa. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer. By yourselves. Oh dear. Wait, can we go inside the trailer? Wasn't it still cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems like pretty messy in here. Guess you saw on the high from getting the rare card she needed. Okay. So this person probably won't talk to us. Let's go to the employee area. Employee area sounds nice. Yeah, this trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found the bottle of sleeping pills, right? That is correct. And if the theory is correct, Jackhammer did indeed. I wonder if there's any other clues on here. Yeah! No, no, no! No touching! Eek! Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Don't come screaming at us. Didn't mean. I almost had a heart attack. At your age, that's impressive. I guess it can be a little dramatique at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatique indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on the table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. Well, it's the plate! So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take this plate back to the precinct. But I had the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. These react to these sleeping pills. See, if there's traces, they'll change color. Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? I know everything in due time, pal. Well? Well, the testing solution plate changed color, alright. So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Well, well, well! Investigation. How does it goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should just pursue the case we already have against Powers. Some people say we should switch suspects. And say switch suspects, because that's probably the most likely thing. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Powers anymore. I kind of feel bad for Miss Edgeworth, though. Prosecutor Edgeworth! How is Edgeworth doing anyway? Miss Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed his paper cup with hot coffee. Hot coffee. Wow. Does he have burns? Yeah, I was about to say, talk about burns. Is his hand okay? Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Bottles. Say whatever happened with that empty bottle. All the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that, pal. They found the victim, Jackhammer's prints on the bottle. So that means... Yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was the victim. So yeah, that's... We can prove Mr. Powers isn't the killer. So we proved that he's not the killer. Anything in the dressing room? Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? But Whoop's innocent! Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done, but... This week is the last episode of the Steel Samurai. What? No! I don't know why I switched to Darth Vader. Mr. Hammer? I was wondering if you were rescued by Mr. Hammer. Yes. On the day of the murder, you went to Studio 2. I thought I went to Studio 1. He stole Steel Samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah, Mr. SP's, the producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. There's our motive. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything, she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt, you know, the bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was too. The film set? What was the trailer part of the film set then? The last episode? What do you mean the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Miss Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No, no! Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kid shows anymore. What? Why? No, that's horrible! Kids needs cartoons! Just look at the current Ben 10, it sucks! They need the good cartoons! Studio policy? Why aren't they gonna make the kid shows anymore? Just the big leagues don't want to Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay, I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. I think the evidence rather than words is called. You take a look at this. This is the only thing. The kids love the Steel Samurai. I should know. I should know. I'm a big fan of Ben 10. I was a big fan of Ben 10. Still am. I can honestly say I still hold on to the memories that the show gave to me. The original, by the way. And all the way up to Omniverse. But it all changed when the reboot attacked. I hate the reboot with all my passion. Seriously, the reboot sucks. It doesn't add anything. It makes new transformations. It's just like the transformations you shouldn't have had until Alien Force. It just... You hold on to something from the original. And it's also goes same for... There was a show called Bakugan and Beyblade. They came back, but they weren't as good as they were. It just... You gotta hold on to the memories while you can. A fan collected all these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. They'll lose all their marketing that way. I would think that you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay, but what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what is it that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about the accident 5 years ago. Okay. I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently, 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Hammer. And that's why Miss Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked them to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. Oh, that's true. Any big star can fall face first into the mud. You know who knows more about this, Miss Oldbag? She was here at the studios back then, you know. Well, thanks. We'll try asking her if she'll talk. She wants the truth. If she wants justice for Hammer, she's gonna have to talk. I got you. Wait, you're still singing around? If you like this place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everyone's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do you think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer. You're starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. Yeah, I don't want to catch any disease. Please, talk. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. That broke her instantly. Who did you hear that from? Nichols. Nick? Penny Nichols? That assistant we talked to? Oh, right. Anyways, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers! Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun. We do that. We're trying to prove a man innocent, and we're going to get the person who killed your hero. I'm just doing my job to protect Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume? You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole costume? I have proof. Sleeping pills. Here's my proof. What's a little empty bottle supposed to do? It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used the pills on Power? Steak plate. Is it Power's T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes. So, this is the plate he used to eat that steak on. There are traces of sleeping pills Power on it. She broke. I think she finally broke. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbag. Okay, you win. I'll talk. We got something. That's all we want. We're not trying to make Hammer any less popular. We're trying not to discredit him. We just want to avenge his death. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. This old bag. You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? That squeeze. She has ties to the Mafia. Wait, the Mafia?! Oh, that is... Well, she's the prime suspect now! She silenced that paparazzi, and by silence, I bet you mean killed! I'm pretty sure that paparazzi was never heard from again. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant to harm anyone. No one means to harm anyone, unless they do mean to harm anyone. My gosh. I shouldn't be right talking about this. Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. A photograph? Oh! Oh! This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell into the flower box fence. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. Thank you for showing me this. You did not have to do that. But now we have something to make Vasquez talk. Vasquez? She's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well... Old bag. Old. She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Right. Anyway, Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. Huh? The huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind? Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about more inside the trailer. I don't like this. Oh, I don't like this. You came. Well then, what was it that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez? You were using that accident. You were blackmailing Hammer from the so you could control him. Which is... Plus, if you did do it, that's double bad for you. That's why he was doing kid shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now. Yeah! I mean, sure it was an accident. I used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh, I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But, you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me. What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think, what would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? Most likely yes. Because if he did it on purpose, wouldn't he kill you to hide it? I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammers, you see. She jumped on a reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hand, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter needed is the negatives. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me now. No! Boys? Oh shit, we're in trouble! I plead? I plead? I don't want to I don't want to die? Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. Yeah, I wonder what happened to that paparazzi. We're about to die. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? No? What? The challenge tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Should Diva Squeeze care about it at all? I'm sure you have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, a race away. No! Hold it right there! I heard everything, pal. Diva Squeeze, you're coming down to the precinct with me now. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be tomorrow, then in court. Oh, you're gonna lose because that's my home field. I'll be looking forward to it. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry, I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. You're alright. Detective Gumshoe. Thank you. Yeah, if you did come me, pal, this game would have ended sooner rather than later. I was really scared. Huh. Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just... I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? Diva Squeeze. Oh yeah, let's finish this up. Let's wrap this case up. Yeah, I would like to save. Next time, Phoenix Wright versus Diva Squeeze in trial. See you guys then. Alright, and if you're watching the stream, good on you. But I prefer you watch either way.